Fitzmaurice's shot hits the post and comes back down to a grateful Colm Boyle. And there's a chance for Mayo now just to build it from the back once again with Keith Higgins involved. David O'Connor having a quick look up. Fitzmaurice unable to challenge it. Comes to Kevin McLaughlin instead. Punted into the corner here where Andy Moran makes a run, deceives the corner back, but the ball deceives everybody as well by going out over the sideline. Andy was trying to keep it in, but the referee seems to have blamed Smith trying to advance. Needs to bend his back. After him goes Aidan O'Shea. Well, they've given Mayo quite a lead. Now can they start to peg it back somewhat? That's a decent opening for Enda Smith. One player you depend upon. So it's 6-1.
Fantastic score. He took Aidan O'Shea on, he backed himself. You know, Roscommon need their big players to step up now. They need the likes of German Murtagh and these lads to step up and steady the ship.
Donald Vaughan sending it into Kevin McLaughlin. Switched onto the 65-metre line where Cillian O'Connor trades a few passes there. And finally Tom Carson, strong, influential, carrying it forward. No hint of a hamstring this time. Retained. Andy Moran looking around again, looking for his fourth player. It's going to be Diarmuid O'Connor to take it on. Challenge David Murray. Finally Paddy Durkin back. Cillian O'Connor stealing a march there on Shawnee McDermott. And that final kick there by Diarmuid O'Connor goes away to the right-hand side. And it's a miss. Breaks the challenge. It's Fitzmaurice again getting it back here. And now they can work it out through Niall McInerney. McInerney from the St. Bridget's Club. Carried inside the 65-metre line. That's a bit better. This is more like it. Sean Malooly. Malooly, chance to crack one over the bar here, and he's obliged. So that's 2 in a row now, after they gave Mayo a 6-point lead.
Better from Roscommon. You know, great run by Niall McInerney. You know, he just kept carrying it till he found the right pass. You know, he strokes another one over.
Next score now is going to be important, even at this early stage of the match. Parsons goes, can't hold on to it, but does enough to put it into the path of Colm Boyle. They're working it forward cleverly to Kevin McLaughlin. Such a good ball carrier. They chase after him. Stack's trying to catch him. It's still McLaughlin. It's still McLaughlin. Chance of a goal here. Kevin McLaughlin, his 4th ever championship goal. He made it so easy, went right through the heart of that Roscommon defence. 22 minutes in. He's got a few good goals here in the past. I remember him getting one against Cork back in 2011. Well, this one was so easy. He worked it all the way through. No challenge whatsoever.
Great score, Jerry. You know, defence. He had 2 men to his left and then into them. He just stroked it by, and what a finish.
Keith Higgins goes again. It's still Higgins. There's another one for the taking. Andy Moran. 2 goals in the space of 60 seconds.
Yeah,
unbelievable.
It's just so evident that Mayo have a tactic. They're going to run at Roscommon all day today. Last week they tried to kick it in. They lost a lot of possession. Today, every time they go down the heart of the defence, they open Roscommon up.
Oh dear, just after Roscommon had got it back to 4 points and gave their fans a glimmer of hope. And that little window has been closed, it would appear. And they're coming tigerishly forward again, and it's Paddy Durkin. Well, he should have been able to finish from there.
Great credit must go to Mayo. You know, they're setting up like that. They're making it difficult for Lavin to find his targets. You know, that's 3 or 4 now wayward kickers.
Start of the championship, Mayo were rated one of the top 4 in the country. They didn't look like that for part of the qualifiers. They're looking like it now. Keith Higgins, still Higgins. It's another goal here. Oh, that is magical. It's the first time he's ever scored a goal in championship football. They're on their feet to applaud that. It's come after 28 minutes, and in the space of 5.5 minutes, they have scored 3 goals and put this game out of sight for Roscommon. 3-6 to 2 points.
Terrific again from Mayo, right down the heart of the defence. You'd have to feel for Roscommon at this stage. This game out, it makes for a hell of a semi-final.
David Murtagh's first point from a free. Here's McLaughlin. Got the goal after 22 minutes. 1 of 3. Chris Barrett fancies there might be a score there for him as well. I think they all fancy they can score today. and most definitely Aidan O'Shea. Playing in his 48th championship match, his first this afternoon, making it 3-7 to 3 points.
Great score by Aidan. I think all people will be delighted that Aidan's back in form. You know, they need him going forward for the semi-final stage, and on today's showing, he's hungry, he's fit, so you know it shows well for them.
Enda Smith now facing the music. Gets a yellow. It's almost like backs and forwards. In by Diarmuid O'Connor. Cleverly take it in. And once again it's Doherty. And there's another one.
So the restarts are a massive problem. Again, Lavin gave the ball away there. Perhaps he has no targets to hit. Mayo are pressing high up the pitch. You know, it's an obvious tactic they're doing, but he has to find his target.
To Enda Smith, who touched it to Quillan Fitzmaurice. And Fitzmaurice left-footed inside there, in as far as Diarmuid Murtagh. Trying to take on Barrett. Back onto his left. It's a good score. That's a second for Diarmuid Murtagh. It's a bit more like it. They can get some decent ball in there for a change. Yeah, get a few more scores.
Good from Diarmuid. You know, like we said, it's impossible, you know, important now.
The stats and the scores from that first half. The attendance here at Croke Park today, by the way, just shy of 40,000. Colin O'Rourke, we questioned, or I certainly asked the question of you about Mayo's enthusiasm for this test today, given what they've been through in the last few weeks in the championship. Well, I think they've answered that one for a start.
Absolutely. I did say at the time that physical energy was not going to be a problem, because players like playing big games in Croke Park. And Mayo have brought greater energy to this game than they probably have for years. And their speed and work rate and enthusiasm, they look like a bunch of new fellas, like young calves let out in spring. They're all running all over the place. And obviously they have been told to attack, because they're coming at Roscommon from all angles. And Keith Higgins has been let off the leash, and Colin Boyle has been told to go forward. And obviously the decision to drop Lee Keegan now is shown to be the right one. But Roscommon are playing, they have lead in their boots. And the grounds, I'm sure they'd love the ground to open up and swallow them. Yeah. But Mayo have been really excellent, and apart from missing 6 or 7 chances, they could have run up a huge total at this stage.
The key to it is, if Mayo are like calves running around in spring, then Roscommon looks like they're heading to the abattoir.
Well, you would have to say they've been utterly atrocious, but Mayo have built an unassailable platform from turning over Roscommon's kick-out. So in stark contrast to last week, Mayo have won 7 turnovers in Roscommon's kickouts, and then eventually in despair the Roscommon goalie kicked one over the sideline. But that was the spell where Mayo got the 3 goals. The platform that they're building on from winning Roscommon's kickouts and the increasing confidence they have with that has meant that Higgins, the halfbacks, can push forward, and they're causing total mayhem, and they're doing something we haven't seen all year was Mayo. They're going back to what they were really good at doing, running hard at defences and cutting through them. And I have to say that within its limits, they have looked brilliant at times, although Roscommon have been completely hapless, and we're in for the 3rd hammering session in 3 games now.
Pat, this man sitting beside you scored some fine goals in his time and ran and terrorised defences, but he's never scored one like Kevin McLaughlin's.
Well, we've had 3 brilliant goals, and it goes back to Mayo throwing the shackles off, playing without fear, and doing what they do best, which is their athleticism, running at the opposition. Now, Kevin McLaughlin picks the ball up 60 metres and runs, but now, while it's a brilliant finish, watch carefully, 1 hop.
2 hops.
2 hops.
Yep.
It should have been a free out. 2 hops.
That's the irony of the whole thing.
Now, it was a brilliant mistake. Watch it carefully. 1 hop.
That's the second one.
That was the second hop, sorry. Yeah. Brilliant finish, 2 hops, should have been a free out. But what it's highlighting is Mayo at their best, which is running at the defence, their running game. But it's also highlighting the defending by Roscommon. Michael, is a shambles. It's juvenile defending. The least you expect is a hand to be laid on, is pressure. You come up against Kerry, you come up against Tyrone, you come up against Dublin, and that D is blocked up, and there's a fella getting a tackle on. This was a shambles. Look, the average winning margin so far in the quarterfinals is 12 points. It's going to be higher today. Mayo have turned up. They brought energy to the game. They're playing on their own terms, and sadly, you get 1 chance to beat the favourites. And look, Michael, what it's highlighting is the top 4 in the teams in this country, and that includes Mayo, are so far ahead of the rest. It's men against boys.
To make a mistake like that and concede a goal like that, Colin, it's like the old cliche. To make a mistake is unfortunate. To do it again, yeah, and
repeatedly,
and again. And actually, they had 5 very good goal chances, but again, their problems have sort of started and finished with the kick out. And last day, Roscommon were running hard, and I suppose they had the platform of the 2 early goals.
I mean, here again.
Look, in this stage, it's
1-2.
it's Keith Higgins that's opening up the
No,
ball.
he's very fast in fairness.
And
It's a great finish.
A lovely finish by Andy Moran, but it was easy for him with the way Higgins had handed him the ball.
Oh yeah,
But again,
it's not obviously the Mayo players' fault that Roscommon are
No, but
You would have to say that regardless of the opposition, these are excellent goals. You know, McLaughlin's a flying machine. I'm glad to see him getting his confidence back. He was so poor the last few games. Don't like the celebrations by Andy there, although I suppose that's a wee nod to the booing, which really was unforgivable the last day. But again, the third goal, Higgins he just runs through. Now, he's very quick, we get that. But I mean, the opposition is hapless. I must say, it's hard not to feel sorry for Roscommon. It's a pity they didn't have a glorious defeat the last day.
Look at some of those goals for a minute or two. Now, by the way, apart from all the action here at Croke Park, there may be something in all of this for you as well.
Nobody closing him immediately. Kilroy approaching. Back out towards McLaughlin. Into O'Shea. Then has the composure to kick from just outside the D and lazily stroke it over the cross. O'Rourke. Back in as far as Fitzmaurice. Quillan Fitzmaurice beautifully in. Murta! And that is another one for Diarmuid Murta. Over the bar, it's his 3rd point. 2 of them from open play. That good early ball inside, intelligently played. And there, Diarmuid Murta getting the wrong side of Brendan Harrison.
Great ball. If there's a sweeper, that's the ball to play, and the one that's kind of edging away from goals. You know, Roscommon have quality forwards if they get the right ball into them.
Well, they're going to try and have to win it here in midfield, and it's O'Rourke battling. Handle on the ground. Free kick to Mayo. Donald Vaughan will take it. And take a return here. And now there's open space in front of him. Fisting it into Moran. Looking around to see where Cillian O'Connor is. Always in support. And that wasn't his best. Yet to score from play in this match. I think he just got 1 from play in the original match. His other 2 points coming from free kicks, and there's a worry about an injured player here. And it's Cillian O'Connor anyway to tap this one over from 13 metres to add to the 3 points he got in the opening half. Another for him. Another for Mayo. They've got 2 points in the second half. Roscommon have got